Young people deal with plenty of fake news and misinformation, considering the role social media plays in many of their lives, as we just heard. And that's why, to help conclude our coverage of National News Literacy Week, KPAX news managers sought out their point of view. We went to Ronan High School to give perspective and get perspective on fake news and its impact.
Right.
Inside, we met Riley Sampson's government class, a mix of freshmen to seniors, which is focusing in part on current events and becoming more media literate.
We kind of focused on fake news and trying to detect fake news and media bias, what that does to a story and what that does to how we perceive a story.
Our management team of news director Eric Gaylord, news executive producer Melissa Rafferty, and statewide promotions manager James Rafferty explained the process of news gathering, how we get our stories, and as one student wanted to know, how we make sure they're accurate.
The biggest thing is to question everything that comes in and not accept it at face value, and to try to figure out what bias the person giving that to you might have and what they might be trying to gain from it.
Articles like this.
We watched several videos explaining what to look for to identify fake news.
Fake political news will not be going anywhere. It's simply too cheap to create, and appealing to someone's emotions is easy.
And learned how individuals and companies can target us based on what we look at and share on social media.
As you consume the same viewpoints over and over again, it just keeps feeding you the same viewpoints. So no matter which side you're looking at, you're just going to keep getting that side unless you start to look at things in the middle or start to look at other sides that may not totally be what you're looking for.
Unless you start diversifying what you search for. And one student asked, what about winning over viewers who are convinced all news coverage is fake news?
The key to that is the transparency, the consistency, doing a better job of talking to more people, not just going to the same source.
And building trust means admitting our mistakes, reaching out to all communities, have diverse perspectives. We were asked, what can the average person do to stem the tide of fake news? Think before you share, check multiple sources, say something if it doesn't look right, respect others.
I really think you need to have an open mind. We all have our bias, we all have our viewpoints from our family or yourself or your school or whatever. But challenge yourself.
As the students challenged us. And a big thank you to teacher Riley Sampson and his class for letting us spend some time with them earlier this week.